So another unknown chocolate pod from Brazil, grown by Tomas Spillane. So the few videos back, we did another unknown Brazilian pepper from same grower, Thomas. He got the seeds from Brazil. Again, I don't know if it was a friend or who. He said the same thing with this particular pod. He doesn't know anything about it. He just knows that same guy sent him the seeds on this, and that's all we know. It's a beautiful looking pepper, so see how hot it is and what it tastes like. It has a cool shape to it. I don't, it's kind of got like a scorpionish, like a Trinidad Moruga scorpion kind of vibe to it. There at the bottom, to me, I don't know. It's kind of got like a little pecker sticking out, Anyways, let's try one and see how warm they are. Unknown Brazilian pepper. Cool pepper. And again, this has similar coloration to the other one that we did. Now you can tell these are two different pods completely, but the color is very, very, very similar. At first I thought they were more of a red pepper, but Tomas, he told me no, they're considered chocolates. And after he told me that, and I continued to look at them, I would agree. So this part right here, if you look, it's getting much browner. It's a much darker color. Cheers. It's a weird bite on those. See how intricate those peppers are? The patterns in there. Shout out to my girl painter, Joanna. Go check out her YouTube and her TikTok. Her social media has blown up in the last couple years. Her and her husband Christian, great people. I've known them for a long time. Reno, Nevada. I do some commercial work, but residential repainters as well. Mm. Mm. Two birds. very intricate pepper. And then again, you can tell the little tail that's coming out of it, you know, protruding here. It's almost a much darker color. Um, Now this one's a little more bumpy. If you can see those, see like on, well, it's going to be on this side right here, and then around the top here. A little more bumpy. Let's see. Mm-hmm. This one's hotter than the first one. Not by much, but I can tell it feels hotter to me. These remind me of eating cherries off my cherry tree when I used to have a cherry tree, but hot. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's definitely like a fruitiness there. And the further you work up the pepper toward the placenta, a little bit more ramps up of that fruity note. Another one for the birds. But it's very earthy at the same time. And I don't normally get earthiness from these type of peppers, chocolates or reds, but these ones I am. It's a good fucking pepper. So, um, now it's not earthy like the same that I get from mustard type pods. Um, but I don't know how else to describe this other than earthy. So I guess, you know, for my palate, there's two different earthinesses. Um, and this is the first time that I can remember ever getting one from a pepper this color. I'm interested to see if these are going to build. Because the heat right now is, it's not, you know what I mean? But building a little bit, but not like I thought when I questioned myself on that. Yeah, I don't ever think these are gonna build. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking about. It's building because I've eaten 3 of them now. But I was wondering, would it build like a, say, like a ghost pepper or a reaper? Birds. Do one more. That's all I got. That's all I brought with me. Again, this was a pot I wasn't sure how hot it was going to be. So that one might have been the hottest one. They feel like they're getting hotter. I keep saying that after each one. I said that after the second one. While I was eating the second one, I said that one was hotter than the first. I now believe that one to be hotter than both of the other two. These actually might just be builders. This might actually be building like I was questioning myself, because it is. I now have a pretty intense, strong burn on the tongue that I didn't have at all until just about halfway through that pod. My nose is starting to run. I've got saliva now built up. I've got that cotton mouth situation going on. I didn't have any of that during the first 2. And I saved the biggest one for last. Dummy. These might be builders. I was building. Yeah. We're in it now. These are little creeper pots, dude. These are fucking little creeper pots. I don't know if I've ever had one quite like this before. Man, well done, dude. I wasn't anticipating this burn to get right here. I really wasn't. I mean, I'm glad I did. I wish you guys could see the oils in there. This is interesting pepper. Because now I'm getting floral out of nowhere on this one. Oh, that's great. Huh. Wild, dude. Wild. The breeze feels good because this heat is picking up. This bird's picking up. Hard to swallow, man. I don't know what's going on, but it's getting worse. I don't mean just now, but I mean just in terms of my pepper eating, like the amount of phlegm and shit I'm getting. Makes it real hard to swallow. For the birds. Whew. Wow, okay. I did not think those were going to get there. Those are interesting. I got a lot of different flavor profiles on those. Wow. And I'm going to be honest. When I first was asking myself in this video, are these going to be builders? Generally, that means you eat one pepper. Doesn't matter, right? Whatever pepper you're eating. Does it build and then keep getting warmer until eventually it gets to wherever it's going to get? Some peppers get there quick. Some have little notches that you go through. And some, it's just a slow, gradual climb, steady. It doesn't stop and then go. These almost feel like it was like the more I ate of them, the more it was building hotter. And people are going to say, yeah, well, that's the case, right? You eat another one, it's going to get hotter, Steve. True. But what I'm talking about is, and I learned this a long time ago because I didn't know, but if you eat 5 ghost peppers, and let's just say those ghost peppers are 1,000,000 on the Scoville scale, you didn't just eat 5 million Scoville. You ate 1,000,000 Scoville still, even though you ate 5. So theoretically, the burn didn't get to a 5 million burn. It stayed at a 1 million burn. You just ate more of them. So you just carried out that 1 million burn for a longer amount of time. That's not what happened with these. These kept getting hotter. Like those first two, and I showed you guys every single one of those peppers. Those were all the exact same pepper. And those were easy to say. Those were the same. Because when I bit into it, that first bite, and showed you the pepper, or showed myself the pepper, all four of those looked the exact same. They had the same configuration, the same build inside as outside. It took eating 4 of those to get that pepper up here, in my opinion. I've never had that happen like that. Unless those first 2 were just underrating, underperforming unknown Brazilians. I don't know. Could be. So I'm glad that those last 2 showed the true potential of that pepper. It'd be so interesting to go back now and eat all 4 again, but start opposite. So that last pepper I just ate, eat that one first, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, and see if it burns the same way, or if that first pepper gets me to this point, and then the other 3 just don't really get as hot. They progressively get less hot. Because those, no doubt about it, progressively got hotter, each one. I've never really experienced that before. I mean, I've experienced eating multiples of the same pepper before, and one being hotter than another one, but just a little bit. Not drastic jumps like these had. These first 2 peppers, if you look back in the video, I remember telling myself in this video and talking that after I ate the second one, it was hotter than the first one. It was noticeably hotter, I told myself. And it was. But it wasn't to the 3rd pepper heat. And that 3rd pepper heat wasn't to that 4th pepper heat. It's very weird to me. It's very interesting. I've never had this happen before. It's now settling in the stomach. And then the flavors on those changed. They kept changing. But it was a little fruity. But it was like one of those nice big cherries, like that I used to have on my cherry tree, that you pick off, maybe aren't fully ripened all the way, and you eat them, and there's a little sweetness there, but there's a little bit of that earthiness and that sourness to them as well. That's what these peppers tasted like. Until that last one. And it still tasted like that. I was getting notes of that early on, but towards the end of that pepper, and it could have been an accumulation of all 4 of them together at the end, but I was getting some floralness, and it was making it harder to eat them and swallow them. So, very interesting. I don't know how else to describe it. That's what happened. And it got this got up to a nice steady, super hot burn. I don't know how else to. Very weird. All right, long videos. I'm gonna cut this one. Ooh, stomach's getting warm, but I think we're gonna be good. We'll be good. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. That was a different unknown Brazilian pod grown by Tomas Spillane.